See how many people get up on here. We're gonna talk this Kwanzaa. Let's talk this Kwanzaa. I'm gonna wait till some more people get up on here. We're gonna talk this Kwanzaa. We're gonna talk this CointelPro. We're gonna talk this Karinga. We're gonna talk this Melina Karinga. Did the FBI and CIA start Kwanzaa? That's what we're gonna talk about real quick. It's getting a little bit out of hand. So we're gonna talk about this Kwanzaa, CointelPro, and who really started Kwanzaa. That's what we're gonna talk about. Because a lot of y'all don't know who truly started Kwanzaa. So I'm just let a lot of people get up on here real quick. And we're gonna talk about this Kwanzaa, CointelPro, and who truly started Kwanzaa. Because this misinformation has been going on for long enough, man. Like every year when the Kwanzaa celebration come around, it's just a bunch of negative people who come out of nowhere. So they share and post information that's false. They don't really know the truth of what happened back in 1967. And I'm gonna put this on the record as far as with Karinga. Me personally, my elders know Karinga. They dealt with Karinga. My personal reasons for not rocking with Karinga is my personal reasons. And this is based around, his abuse of women. But I'm going to clear that up also because at the end of the day, this man went to jail for that. I don't know how many of y'all know this man went to prison for what he did to those women. He did a lot of time for what he did to those women. It still doesn't make it right. But at the end of the day, when it comes to Kwanzaa, what are we celebrating? Are we celebrating the man? Are we celebrating the principles? This is what we need to get clear. We're going into 2018. Every year, when we got all these new Africans and Africans who want to celebrate Kwanzaa, you got a few negative folks who come out of nowhere and want to call you stupid. Why you celebrating that? Karinga is a rat. The whole thing was created by the FBI and CIA. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know what your elders taught y'all, but I know what my elders taught me. They taught me how to research. This is what I do inside the movement. I'm a researcher. I'm a historian. I get to the facts. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with my formation and my quadre and the organization that I'm under, which I'm the Minister of Information of, which is the August 3rd Collective, New African People's Liberation Army, the Shakur tribe, all that. You know what I'm saying? So, I know these people. I know the elders. I know that, I talk to these people every day. I write these people 24/7. I deal with political prisoners. These are my elders. These are my teachers. The ones that's behind bars because of CointelPro right now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to just get to some facts. I'm going to go ahead and get it started right now. But first, let me do this first. The person who truly created Kwanzaa and responsible for Kwanzaa is a new African Black woman. Karinga is not the man who created. He did not create Kwanzaa. So let's get that false information out the picture first. Karinga, all he did was put a concept on a piece of paper. He gave this piece of paper to this divine ancestor. Her name is Makinya Sibeko Koute. She's her ancestors are from Virginia. She's a descendant of Virginia slaves. She moved to California. Her family moved to California after slavery. And when she moved to California, this is when she got involved in the struggle, of the black liberation struggle. Let me repeat her name again. This great ancestor, she transitioned earlier this year, February 2017. Makinya, Sibeko, Koulter. Her picture is on my timeline. Go on my timeline, Instagram, and look at the picture. This is the mother of Kwanzaa. This is the lady who gave you Kwanzaa, who gave you the principles, who gave you the 7-day ritual that you know today of Kwanzaa. Karinga didn't come up with none of this. And this is facts because my elders taught me this. I know this for a fact. They know this man. All Karinga did was popularize Kwanzaa because he was a popular person. But the person who did the footwork is a black woman. This lady went to Africa in the 60s, 70s, collecting information on how our ancestors lived and the principles that they lived by. She tallied up from different tribes, Igbo, Ashanti, and several other tribes that she studied. She studied all these great tribes' harvest festivals. She studied the festivals. She got these principles. She came up with these principles. She brought these principles back to America, to the Africans in America who didn't have these festivals, who didn't have this culture. You see what I'm saying? We didn't have nothing before this. Let me remind you that. Before Kwanzaa, we had nothing. Except for people like, we had the Nation of Islam. We had different people who were, teaching about African culture and all these type of things. We had a lot of that. But we never had no festival that African people can come together as a collective and celebrate our culture, our ancestors who bled for us. You see what I'm saying? And to teach these principles to our generations, to pass them down for generation to generations. We didn't have that before Kwanzaa, man. We were people walking around with no identity and no culture. Period. But holding on to the teachings and the cultures of the ancestors who left what they could leave behind, which is our spiritual systems of Ifa, Voodoo, Alpha, and all these type of things. Yes, we had those things to attach to because that's all we had for our ancestors who escaped slavery and the ones who were able to maintain these spiritual systems. But let me pour this libation out first so I can get into this real information about Kwanzaa and CointelPro. This is for the woman who created Kwanzaa. Makinya, Sibeko, Koute. I pour this libation out in your name. May your revolutionary spirit, your resistant spirit, continue to walk with new African people. Ashe. Ashe. Ishe. Oh. Now let me get to this facts, man. Was the FBI, was Kwanzaa created by the FBI and CIA? Fuck no. That is the dumbest rumor and the stupidest rumor that black people can be passing around on social media today. It's not true, man. It's not a fact. You want to know where this came from? The rumor of why people are saying FBI and CIA created Kwanzaa came from white people and Coulter. You see me? If you haven't been on my page yet, go on my IG, go on the timeline, look at this white lady. This white lady is a well-known racist, a well-known conservative, a well-known Republican that hates new Africans, hate Africans, hate everything that's black. If you ever see her on Fox News, she's a commentator of Fox News. She does work for the Republican Party. She does work for Donald Trump. But she's been doing this work before Donald Trump became president. She's been around way longer than the Trump presidency. You see what I'm saying? And Coulter, this white, stringy hair white lady, who is the devil, who is the white devil bitch, is the one who wrote the article saying that Kwanzaa was started by the FBI and CIA. This is facts. Go Google it. Go Google and Coulter and Kwanzaa. This lady has been passing this rumor on since the 90s. Because if you want to be technical, go back and research the 90s. You did not hear this rumor of Kwanzaa being started by FBI and CIA. This is a new rumor that started in the late 90s, in the early 2000s. Go back to the 80s. Go back to the 90s. You never heard no one for no movement or no organization, period, saying that Kwanzaa was started by the FBI and CIA. This did not come from black people. Even the people who didn't like Karinga never stated no bullshit statement like that before. They never said Kwanzaa was started by the FBI and CIA. But this is my problem with black people. Why do we tend to get caught up in the negative information, the negative energy? You see what I'm saying? You quick to repost that shit. I see y'all every year. Every year. You see the same goddamn meme every year. Oh, Karinga, man. Karinga is an agent. Karinga, the United Slaves Organization, man. They were CointelPro. They were FBI agents. They started Kwanzaa. The same goddamn meme every year. You want to know where the fuck that meme came from? And Coulter and them. The motherfucking right-wingers, conservatives, man. That's where you think the meme came from. They started that shit. The whole rumor of Kwanzaa being in fucking FBI and CIA came from a fucking white devil bitch. But you want to believe that you want to believe black people are the people who started and somehow magically exposed this shit. That shit didn't come from black people. It came from crackers. Period. Go research that shit. And another name you go research, Steve Bannon. Go to BreitbartNews.com. You want to know who Steve Bannon is? Steve Bannon is a fucking redneck Klansman. This is the guy who created a fucking website strictly based on politics of the fucking white nationalist Klansman Nazi alliance. Go to Breitbart News. Matter of fact, he just posted that same bullshit article yesterday of Ann Coulter saying that the FBI and CIA started Kwanzaa. Now ask yourself this question. Why do white wingers, white nationalists, Klansmen don't want you to celebrate Kwanzaa? Ask yourself that question. Because they don't want you to be reattached to your ancestors, man. They don't want you reattached to the principles. Because Kwanzaa, let's get this straight, is about the principles, man. It's not about the man. He don't own Kwanzaa. When did a human being owned principles? Tell me. Go to Africa and ask them Africans over there in Africa, our brothers and sisters in Africa, go over there and tell them and say, who the fuck own y'all principles? Who the fuck own y'all culture? Who the fuck own your way of life? Man, these people are fucking around and kill you, man. Them Africans over there kill you disrespecting them like that. Because you want to know why? Our brothers and sisters over there are spiritual beings, man. They know you can't own no goddamn principles. You can't own no goddamn Kwanzaa. You can't own no goddamn festival. It don't matter who the fuck started it. You see what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, what is it based on? It's based on the principles. It's based on continuing the fight and the struggle and the liberation of new African and African people globally. That's what the principles in Kwanzaa stands for. This shit was put together to re-heal our people. This is why Kwanzaa was created, to give us an identity, to reattach us to the principles and the lifestyle, the culture that we were stripped of, man. And it was given to you by black women, not goddamn Karinga. All Karinga did was come up with the names. Let me tell you what Karinga did. Karinga is a master teacher of Swahili. This man studied the Swahili culture. Because this one thing I'm not going to take away from Karinga. Karinga is a master teacher of African culture. All this man did was study Swahili from East Africans. Swahili is one of the largest languages in Africa. So Karinga studied Swahili. He came up with the words for these principles in Swahili because he wanted you to get reattached to some kind of African language. Because we all know English is not our indigenous tongue. It's not our indigenous language. You're not fucking European. You're not fucking English, man. You see what I'm saying? This is why Karinga incorporated Swahili. Swahili is the national language of the Black liberation struggle. This is why you see Black Panthers, the Black Liberation Army, the New African Peoples, or the New African Independence Movement. All the formations of the revolutionary movements that's under the Black liberation struggle. This is why we speak Swahili. This is why we study Swahili. And this shit didn't start with Karinga neither. So let's get that straight. Karinga ain't the person who started Black people and African people in America to start speaking Swahili. This shit goes back to people like Carlos Cooks or the Universal Improvement Association of Marcus Garvey. We had ancestors way back then trying to reattach us back to our indigenous tongues and back to these African languages. Karinga just expound on that. See, this is my whole point with Karinga. Karinga didn't start shit. All he did was, like I said, put this shit on paper. He came up with a concept. Like we need a festival for our people. We need, because it's not really a holiday. It's an observation. Our ancestors did observations. You see what I'm saying? So it's not a holiday. It's a celebration, which is totally different than celebrating shit like Christmas, celebrating shit like Thanksgiving, celebrating all these European holidays. This is not what Kwanzaa is, man. Kwanzaa is about principles. It's about your spirituality. It's about rebuilding and restructuring our communities to take our communities into a positive destiny, which is ultimately liberation. Liberating what? Liberating our people from white supremacy and the dictatorship of the United States government of America. This is what the fuck Kwanzaa is for. It's for the Republic of New Africa, the New African nation that's been struggling to get free for over 50 years. And even more than that, over 400 years. If you want to take it back to the Maroons, if you want to take it back to our African ancestors who never wanted to become part of the United States of America. They've been doing this shit. You see what I'm saying? They've been trying to establish their own nation. So Kwanzaa falls up under all this. You see what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to show you this shit is bigger than Karinga. This shit is way bigger than Karinga. Karinga don't own shit. You see what I'm saying? So let me get to this part. Okay. How can I put this? Are we going to stop our goals? Are we going to stop our goals, objectives, and stop, you know what I'm saying, trying to learn these principles, teaching these principles to our babies, and implementing these goddamn principles in our community to fucking clean up our community? Are we just going to stop because of one dude? That's idiotic. What nation of people? What oppressed people stop their goals and objectives of trying to get free for one man who may have committed wrongs in our community? No, we don't stop for him. We keep pushing forward, straight ahead. Like Matulu say. You know what I'm saying? Like Matulu always tell us. We going straight ahead. We ain't stopping for no man. If you don't like Karinga, you don't like Karinga. Oh, well. You had a right not to like this man. You see what I'm saying? But this is the point that I want to make about CointelPro. CointelPro, the counterintelligence program that was started in the 60s by J. Edgar Hoover. This counterintelligence program was put together to neutralize every black movement in the 60s, man. To neutralize and eliminate them. Assassinate the leaders, character assassinate the leaders. What you see what's going on with Karinga. What niggas do every year when Kwanzaa come up? What they do? What they do every year when Kwanzaa come around? They character assassinate Karinga's name. You see what I'm saying? And I'm just using Karinga as an example because that's who y'all got the problem with. Y'all character assassinate this man every year. Where did character assassination get implemented in black people's minds to do this to their own people? From the fucking feds. CointelPro implemented this shit, man. To do what? To have all these organizations turn on each other. This is what happened with Karinga's organization and the Black Panther Party. And this is the shit people don't tell you that post that shit every year. Karinga's organization and the Black Panther Party. How did their beef start? Every organization is never going to see eye to eye. Let's just get that in our mind. Let's get that implemented in our mind. Every black organization that you see under red, black, and green, or under the Black Power banner is not going to see eye to eye. They never seen eye to eye. You want to know why? Because everybody has different ideologies. You see what I'm saying? What Karinga and them believed in, the Black Panther Party didn't agree with and didn't agree in. That's still going on today. You see the coincidence? How many of y'all are part of organizations? A lot of y'all not, but how many of y'all are part of organizations that has a different ideology than the next organization? Facts. You see what I'm saying? No black organization is never going to get along, man. Never. Because we have different political lines. We have different goals for our people. Like I'm gonna make a prime example. Like you got some of us that's in the movement. We believe in total liberation. We don't want to fuck with the United States of America. We want our own land, our own sovereignty, our own government. That's the Republic of New Africa. We don't want to integrate with the United States government. We don't want to be integrated with these people. We don't want to be governed by these people. But then, on the flip side, you got organizations like Black Lives Matter and all other types of the National Action Movement by the snitch Al Sharpton. These people are reformists. They want to integrate in the white man system. They want to integrate in the United States government. They don't want total liberation. They don't want a free African nation. You see what I'm saying? It's a difference. You have organizations who don't want their own nation. They want black people to be Americans. You see what I'm saying? So you know these two sides of the coin are never going to get along. Like me, I don't fuck with reformists at all. Because that's not what I believe in. I'm not going to keep repeating the cycles of reformists who keep trying to integrate us into a nation that would never ever give us equal rights. That would never give us true freedom. No, I'm a new African. I want my own land, own nation, own government. I don't want to be governed by white people no more. If you want to be governed by white people, go on right ahead. But that's not what my ancestors believed in. That's not what my elders believed in. That's not what the political prisoners that's sitting behind a wall believe in. And even the Black Panther Party. The Black Panther Party didn't believe in integrating with the white man. A lot of these reformist organizations and these fake ass master teachers be out here teaching y'all that the Black Panther Party was some kind of reformist organization that just wanted to integrate with white people. No, that wasn't their total goal. The Black Panther total goal was independence. Period. Controlling their own communities, living in their own communities, governed by their own people. Period. That's the only thing that Karinga and the US organization and the Black Panther Party had in common. And even the Black Liberation Army, Republic of New Africa, Revolutionary Action Movement, and all the Pan-Africanist movements. This is one thing we all have in common, is we want total independence. We want a nation. You see what I'm saying? But a lot of y'all just ain't trying to learn that shit, man. You see what I'm saying? Y'all not trying to learn how to be and I'm going to go ahead and say it. Y'all don't want to learn how to be a separatist. I'm a separatist. Separatism is different than segregation. Segregation is a forced separation, meaning you have an oppressor who forces you to be separate of those people. And in prison, in communities of low, impoverished communities. No, I'm a separatist. I'm willing to do it for free. I'm willing to leave the United States of America government. I'm willing not to be a part of y'all. That's my choice. That's my, how can I put it? That's my indigenous right to be a free person. I don't have to, you know what I'm saying, want to be integrated with Americans. I don't want to be integrated with Americans. That shit hasn't got black people nowhere at all. But let me get back to the Kwanzaa thing because I don't want to get too far off track. Now, the thing with Karinga, this is what we got to do in 2008. This is why I'm truly making this video. Because a lot of y'all don't know what CointelPro did. CointelPro were sending letters written by other people. Well, I ain't going to say other people. CointelPro was using agents to write letters, to send threatening letters to Karinga and them that was signature coming from the Black Panther Party. And in reverse, CointelPro was writing letters for Karinga and them, sending them to the Black Panther Party, saying they want to kill them. See, this shit was going back and forth. And Karinga and the Black Panther Party fell for it. This is the thing y'all don't get. The Black Panther Party, man, fuck it. All black organizations from the 60s was infiltrated by the FBI. Facts. Don't just say Karinga and his organization was infiltrated by agents and there were agents in his organization. That's a fucking lie. All black organizations was infiltrated by agents. This is how they destroyed those movements. This is the part y'all don't get. The Black Panther Party and all those black liberation movements of the 60s and the 70s was destroyed. Not voluntarily. They were destroyed by the fucking government. The government destroyed these people, man. Assassinated them, framed them, locked them up. Why do you think new African political prisoners exist? Why do you think prisoners of war exist? They are victims of a war, an attack. You see what I'm saying? This is why African people and black people in America, y'all need political education, man. Too many of y'all walking around don't have no political education, man. You don't know what the fuck is going on in America. I'm just keeping it 100. You don't know what the fuck is going on in America, man. Because you have no political education. None. You don't know what a capitalist is. You don't know what an imperialist is. You don't know what a fucking agent provocateur is. You don't know the system that you living under as far as the United States government. Half of y'all can't tell me what the goddamn system of the United States government is. What are they? Are they capitalists or are they socialists? What government are you being governed under? You see what I'm saying? It's shit like this that you must know, that my elders taught me. You can't overstand your oppression if you don't study that shit. Political education is the first step to your freedom of your mind. Period. Don't get me wrong. All the African culture, learning all your African spirituality, all that type of shit is good, but that shit ain't what's going on. This is not what's happening to you. You see what I'm saying? You have to understand your fucking oppression. You must understand what the fuck that is. You must understand what government you live under. What is the United States of America? Is it a true country? Is it a corporation? What the fuck are you being governed by? Who are you being governed by? You see what I'm saying? This is what all my elders taught me from the Black Panther Party, Black Liberation Army. I'm a descendant of the Black Liberation Army. This is where my elders come from in the New African People Independence Movement. These are my elders, freedom fighters. You see what I'm saying? These motherfuckers taught me everything I know. I would still be a lost ass criminal Negro. Even though I grew up in this shit. Yes, I went to the streets. You see what I'm saying? I got caught up in the streets for a long time. But I always been under the movement, a baby of the movement. You see what I'm saying? But, you know, if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be who I am. I wouldn't know what the fuck going on. So you got to separate the bullshit from the facts. A lot of that shit is bullshit. Saying Kwanzaa started by the FBI is bullshit. Y'all just believe anything that they put on these goddamn white supremacist social media sites, man. To put your people against each other. And y'all don't even realize that it's the same thing that happened within the Black Panther Party. Let me get to this part real quick. Why do you think the East Coast Panthers started beefing with the West Coast Panthers? Huey P. Newton and the Black Panther Party of the West Coast was infiltrated by FBI agents. Black FBI agents sent by J. Edgar Hoover. They got Huey P. drugged up. Huey was doing coke. Huey P. Newton turned to a junkie. And it wasn't his fault. That's why I still love Huey to this day. Because I know what the fuck the government did to Huey P. Newton. They got this man on drugs. Got him all drugged up. He didn't know what the fuck was going on. Why you think Bobby Seale stopped fucking with him? When Huey P. Newton got out of jail, he was infiltrated by FBI agents who came, took him under their indoctrination, and they motherfucking used this man like a robot to destroy the Black Panther Party from the inside. This the shit y'all don't know because y'all don't study this shit. Y'all don't research this shit at all. This man was used like a pawn, man. And Eldridge Cleaver dipped from the Black Panther Party from Oakland and went to the East Coast, to the Shakurs, to Ordinga and them, to all the people on the East Coast and in New York and up and down the East Coast line. He went to the East Coast Black Panther Party because the East Coast Black Panther Party hadn't been infiltrated yet. That would later come on. You see what I'm saying? But when Eldridge Cleaver got to the East Coast, he was telling them about what the fuck happened to Huey P. and them. Huey P. and them has been infiltrated. They got agents around him. Man, this man had agents all around him. Telling Huey P. to do everything that they wanted him to do. This man was selling drugs, all that shit. Go research Huey P. Newton, what happened to Huey P. Newton, man. How he got destroyed like that by CointelPro. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't get it. It's interviews on YouTube right now of Huey P. Newton. This man high as fuck. I mean, you can't take his intelligence away from him, but he high as fuck. He been manipulated. He got. No man, I'm gonna put it to you like this. No man is fucking, proofless. You're not proofless. You can be infiltrated. It could be an agent around you right now. One of your friends could be a fucking agent. And I'm speaking about people who are actually inside movements. Not no people who just, dress up every day with the red, black, and green and all that shit. I'm talking about people who are actually part of organizations. Somebody in that motherfucker can be an agent right now. Some of these motherfuckers you talk to online every day could be a fucking agent. You know what I'm saying? I'm kicking facts because I've been trained for this shit. I know what the fuck going on, man. Trust me. But this is my point with, I'm going to stay on topic. Let me get back to Karinga. Okay. We know Karinga. He abused some women. I don't fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why I disassociated myself with Karinga. You see what I'm saying? Because of what he did to black women. Of course you're not going to respect that. I'm a man. I don't respect no black man who put his hands on a black woman. At all. You know what I'm saying? But, hey, that's what he did. But, far as him being an agent, and this is facts, this shit has never been proven. Stop believing these people on the internet. They don't know. Most of these people on the internet don't know nobody from the black liberation struggle of the 60s. They don't have no elders. Most of these people on the internet don't even talk to political prisoners. Never conversated with them. Never wrote them. So how the hell you know what was going on back in the 60s? If you don't have no elders from the Black Liberation Army. You don't have no elders from the Black Panther Party. You don't have no elders from the United Slaves Organization, which is Karinga organization. If you don't have no elders from these movements, then how the fuck you know what's going on? Well, how you know what happened back then? It's impossible. Trust me, we still live by the codes, man, of our ancestors. Everything ain't ain't just put out there for you to know. A lot of this shit is taught to you through oral tradition. You're not going to get certain information unless you talk to the people who were there. You see what I'm saying? So how is a person on the internet going to influence you and tell you that this person is an agent and he don't know nobody from that era? He don't have no elders from that era at all. I mean, I just don't understand black folks, man. How do you believe somebody who don't have no elders from the black liberation struggle of the 60s? And they got this bullshit off the internet. How do you believe them motherfuckers, man? Really, you disrespecting yourself by believing some shit and you ain't talked to nobody that know the people from back then. At all. That shit makes no sense to me, man. And it upsets me because I hate for my people. It upsets me because I hate to see my people being manipulated by the fucking internet. Because I know you don't know nobody from back then. You don't know no real Black Panthers. You see what I'm saying? And I ain't talking about all y'all. I'm talking about the majority of the people on the internet. Y'all don't know nobody from back then, man. I know this. I talk to the elders. These are my teachers, man. These are my family. This is my family you talking about. That went through that bullshit in the 60s and the 70s, man. And my heart bleeds for them. Because I know what the fuck happened to them. I know what CointelPro did to them. You see what I'm saying? And this goes into what I want to say about what happened to Karinga's organization in the Black Panthers Party, the shootout on the UCLA campus. Y'all don't know what the fuck happened then. You don't know what caused that shit. Like I told you before, CointelPro were sending letters and sending false information through FBI agents to both of these organizations, making threats against both organizations. So Karinga and them was thinking the whole time, damn, Huey P and them niggas want to kill us. Bunchy Carter and them want to kill us. Bunchy Carter and them over here like, damn, Karinga, y'all want to kill us. I'm getting letters and phone calls saying y'all motherfuckers want to kill us. But the whole time it was the white man. The white man was writing these fucking letters, man. And that meeting on the UCLA campus was to bring those organizations together. You see what I'm saying? That's why they met that day. That's why you seen Bunchy Carter, John Huggins, Karinga and his organization. They met to come together because they kept hearing the bullshit ass rumors. You see what I'm saying about, oh, you want to kill me? Oh, you want to kill me? Well, let's meet and get this shit straight because we feel like the FBI is manipulating us. And this goes into this. And this is for the people that said Karinga is an agent. Okay. This man right here, Geronimo Jaga of the Southern Black Panther Party. Rest in peace. Rest in Uhuru. One of our grandest elders. Freedom fighters. Guess what this man said? He has a whole different story of what happened that day on UCLA campus. You see what I'm saying? This man, like a lot of people, this man was doing his own investigation on the shit. Bunchy Carter was his comrade. You see what I'm saying? He was there. Geronimo was there. He wasn't there the day that the shootout took place, but he was there in that era. He was under Bunchy Carter and them. Guess what he said? He said Elaine Brown was the fucking agent. Y'all know who Elaine Brown is? The one who was rolling with Huey P. Newton? Who was Huey P. Newton's sidekick when Huey P. Newton got out of jail? You see what I'm saying? Who was so-called having an affair with John Huggins? Who was there today with Bunchy Carter? They got assassinated with Bunchy Carter? It was a rumor going around that they were sleeping with each other. You see what I'm saying? So, who's right? Who's wrong? This man said Karinga and them was defending themselves. You see what I'm saying? This man said Karinga and them didn't just up and shoot Bunchy Carter and John Huggins and them. They saying Elaine Brown said she got smacked. Or either she smacked somebody or she got smacked by one of the people from Karinga organization. She ran back to John Huggins and Bunchy Carter and told him, that motherfucker put hands on me. But don't nobody know if it's true or not. So out of reaction, they said John Huggins and them pulled out guns. And then the US organization pulled out guns. The shootout took place. Bunchy Carter dead. John Huggins dead. Why does Geronimo Jajaga has a totally different story on Karinga and them? He never said Karinga and them was agents. You see what I'm saying? So, and this goes back to Elaine Brown. Do we know if Elaine Brown an agent? To this day, there's still no paperwork on that shit. Nobody has proven. All this shit is, this is my point I'm trying to make. All this shit is he say, she say. Don't put out false rumors. Don't put out false information with no fucking evidence. This is the only point I'm trying to make. If you don't have no paperwork saying that Karinga is an agent, if you don't have no FBI file saying this, man, stop spreading that shit. Man, it's been 50 years. We still don't have no papers on that shit. We still don't have no proof that Karinga was an agent. So why are you repeating that shit? And you don't even know nobody. You don't know nobody from back then. I know them. These my elders. I know them. They still haven't. All this shit is gossip. Even Sister Elaine Brown. That's why a lot of people still fuck with Elaine Brown. Because they don't have no proof that she was an agent. There's no FBI papers. There's no papers. So, he could be wrong. Geronimo Jajaga could have been wrong. You see what I'm saying? So this is my point I'm trying to make. And I'm going to make this other point right here. So y'all know that I don't be bullshitting. I don't bullshit when it comes to this shit. You see this shit right here? You see this right here? I does what I do. I'm trained. This is papers. This is court records. This is court papers. And this is from a whole total another case. This is from the Black Liberation Army. This is Kwesi Balagoon's trial statements of him when he got captured by the police and Matulu and all them got captured. This is court statements. And the only reason why I'm showing you this shit is that I get my hands on this type of stuff, man. This ain't no false shit. This is real shit. This is real statements from that court case. You see what I'm saying? This is real. I have real shit. No fake shit. This is from my elder comrades. You see what I'm saying? Of the movement. And the reason why I'm showing you this, you see this paper right here? Go find me a court payment, and all this shit is public record. They, FBI, this is the most misleading thing ever. The FBI don't hide who's a rat. The only people that they hide that's rats, and they still don't even hide them as rats, is the people who go into protective, what you call it, the protective, you know what I'm talking about, the protective, whatever they call it, the protective, with the witness protection program. Them motherfuckers still get exposed. Ask anybody. They still put the information out there that you a rat. If you go into the witness protection program, they tell the whole world. They put the records in the library. They put the records in the data system. They don't hide that shit. You can go to your goddamn public library right now or go to the courthouse right now. Go to the federal court building in your state, city right now. You can get case files, case records, CointelPro papers. You can go get, I seen that shit, man. Trust me, I done this shit. I done seen the CointelPro papers and records, man. Of all the people names that's on the CointelPro and all the informants. I done seen the informants' names that's on the list. I done seen informant papers back then. Black niggas that were goddamn FBI agents that helped destroy the Black Panther Party. I seen them. And I'm showing you this because this is what you need to prove the bullshit that you spreading. Show me this. 2018, people, get to this. Show me some paperwork. Show me that Karinga is an agent. If these people don't show you this, don't believe that shit, man. Trust me. That's like spreading false rumors. That shit can affect people's lives, man. You know how many people walking around every day getting called a snitch, getting called an informant? You see what I'm saying? But the motherfuckers ain't showing no paperwork. Niggas done died. People done died being labeled snitches and rats, and they ain't never had no paperwork. Innocent people being killed. So all I'm saying is, don't get caught up into the CointelPro system. Don't get caught into the CointelPro manipulation of you getting manipulated and used against your own people, not to celebrate something that's good for you. Kwanzaa is good for you, man. It's not going to harm you. It's principles. We need principles to govern our lives. Every African society, every African tribe is governed by principles. If you're an African nation, a new African tribe, an African tribe of people, a community, you are governed by principles. Kwanzaa was created to reconnect black people in America to some principles so we can govern ourselves and stop being governed by the white man fucking laws. You don't get it? I don't know how you don't get it. So in 2018, and next year's Kwanzaa, when you see one of them people on your timeline post that bullshit about Karinga being an agent, tell them, post the paperwork. Post some kind of type of, paperwork. Because there is none. And trust me, my elders and all my teachers, man, you think they ain't go looking for this shit? They went looking for it. They went looking for it. They had to find out if this man an agent or not. Now, this the shit y'all get confused. Can people like Karinga be used by the FBI? Be used by CointelPro in a manipulative way against his own people? Yes, I just showed you. I just told you what they did. Even the Black Panther Party was used by the FBI against their own. You see what I'm saying? So don't just say Karinga was doing some FBI type shit or he was being used by the FBI. Shit, all our elders was. Shit. Huey P, all of them. All of them got used by FBI agents, man. It's nothing to be ashamed of. That's what happened when you in a war. That's what happens when you in the war. When you actually active in the war to free your people, they are going to come after you. Shit. My damn phone's been tapped. My Facebook been shut down like 7 times. Just because of who I am and the name I carry. And who I'm with. And who is my family. You see what I'm saying? They tapped my shit. They done shut my Facebook. This before some of y'all even became conscious on the internet. My shit been shut down about 4 or 5 times by fucking weirdos. You see what I'm saying? But my whole point of this live, man, I just wanted to put it out there that go study CointelPro. Go pull up the CointelPro papers. Matter of fact, go get the book called, it's a book on CointelPro. I'm going to look it up in a few seconds. But here's one book that I need y'all to go get. Please go get this book, man. Go get this book right here. It's called The FBI War on Tupac Shakur and Black Leaders. This book done been out for at least 6 years. At least 7 to 6 years now. Might be 6 or 5. I don't want to say it's that old. But go get this book right here. Everything I'm talking to you about now is in here. Stop believing people on the internet. Go see for yourself. Everything you want to know is right here. Go get this book. Please go get this book. You see what I'm saying? The FBI War on Tupac Shakur and Black Leaders. U.S. intelligence, murderous targeting of Tupac, MLK, Malcolm, Panthers, Hendrix, Marley, rappers, and linked ethnic leftist groups. Go get the book, man. Half of y'all don't want to read. Go get the book, man. Stop listening to these weirdos on the internet who do no research. You listen to people who don't do no research at all. And go on my timeline, before I shut this video down, go on my timeline and go look at the lady who gave you Kwanzaa, who gave you the 7-day principles, who gave you the 7-day ceremony. Her name is Makinya, Sibeko, Koute. I posted a picture yesterday. Share it. If you see some people on your timeline posting that FBI shit about Karinga, post her picture. Please, post it. Say, this is the lady who started Kwanzaa. Y'all know me. I don't post false information. I post facts. Everything can be verified. I have sources, all that. You see what I'm saying? I don't post nothing that's false. I know half of these people, man. So when you see me post these people, you know it's coming from a real place. You know it's coming from somebody real sincere who does the work. I do the work. You see what I'm saying? I don't put that bullshit out there. But I just want to put this in y'all mind that every black liberation movement was infiltrated by FBI agents, and they were black people. They used black agents, because you know they couldn't use white agents. You see what I'm saying? They used black agents. And also, go look at the video on YouTube called the FBI War on Black People. Go look at it. They have real live FBI informants on there talking about what they did to our elders, how we got political prisoners, how these people got assassinated. Go pull that. Oh, that's the thing that's sad. We're in an era where you can pull all this shit up on your phone and you don't even pull it up on your phone. You can be at work anywhere. You got YouTube. You got Google. These documentaries and videos been made by elders for years for y'all to look at and study and understand the war that black people is in against the United States government. Their videos are out. Go look at the FBI war on the black nation, on black people. It's online right now. Go look at what they did to y'all and what they did to your elders and your ancestors. It's online, man. Stop getting caught up in these CointelPro games, man. CointelPro is still alive today. Just like we had the comrade now that just got locked up and kidnapped. Rakeem Bulagoon. He's locked up under the black extremist identity strategy of the Neo CointelPro. Black extremist identity strategy is the newest strategy implemented by Neo CointelPro today. This man is in jail right now because of CointelPro. He's a legal gun owner. He abides by the Second Amendment of the Constitution. But where he at? He's in jail. He's the first new African to be kidnapped and incarcerated under such criminalization. Black extremist identity. That's a CointelPro program, man. Facts. Go Google it. Go Google the comrade. Rakeem Bulagoon. Dallas, Texas. He just got kidnapped by Dallas police and the feds. Under CointelPro new strategy. Black extremist identity. Man, I'm telling you, man, y'all got to get in the game. Stop listening to these weirdos on the internet. A lot of them don't even know what the hell they talking about. And it goes back to what I said earlier. Half of these people don't even have no elders that's in the movement. They don't know nobody from the movement. So how the hell do you know what happened back then if you don't know nobody from back then? I got to keep emphasizing that point. It's impossible. So the next time you see that meme come up and down your timeline about the Kwanzaa and bashing Kwanzaa, come on my page. Snatch up the Queen's picture. The Queen Mother who just transitioned in February. Snatch up her picture and teach them people and show them people like, no, my brother, no, my sister. This is the lady who created Kwanzaa right here. She went to Africa. She went and got the principles and brought them back here. Karinga just put it on paper. He outlined it. You see what I'm saying? This is why she must get her credit. So from 2018 and beyond, we're going to start praising this black woman, who created Kwanzaa and who was true to the principles. And she's the reason why this shit got popular. She went from community to community, to Mexico, to the Caribbean islands, Africa, spreading Kwanzaa. She even took Kwanzaa back to Africa to show the Africans in Africa, look, this is what our people have in America now. We're getting on board with what y'all been doing for ages. Africans been having harvest festivals, Kwanzaa festivals for ages. This shit goes all the way back to ancient Nubia, ancient Kemet. It's the same thing. It's just put in a different, format. We use Swahili. That's the only difference. I can show you right now where the Igbo Yam Festival of the Igbo people of Nigeria. It's a Kwanzaa festival. I talk to these people. These are my ancestors, Igbo people. These are my relatives. They teach me this shit. They told me this shit years ago. Yes, Kwanzaa took some of their principles, took some of their traditions. And yes, we approve of that. You see what I'm saying? Kwanzaa, yes, Queen. Just like the Queen just commented. Bashing Kwanzaa is at an all-time high this year. Why? And why you believe in white people? I just showed you the evidence last night. It was a white lady, man. And Coulter. She wrote the article. Go get the picture of my... When you see somebody bashing Kwanzaa, go get that white lady picture off my timeline right now. You cannot miss her. And you can Google it. Google Ann Coulter and Kwanzaa. She is the white supremacist lady who wrote the article that said that Kwanzaa was started by the FBI, CIA. Why did she do that? Because she don't like you. She don't like African culture. She don't want you to be attached to your ancestors. She don't want you to celebrate Kwanzaa. They want you to celebrate Christmas. They want you to celebrate the white man shit. Anything African, how can I put it? Anything African is resistant to white supremacy. They don't like it. If black people learn anything African, they hate it. Because they know you're returning to your true self and your true identity. They know that shit, man. They know that. And this the thing before I close. If you don't want to celebrate Kwanzaa, hey, you have that right. Nobody's stopping you. Nobody's stopping you from not, you don't gotta celebrate Kwanzaa. But don't take that away from people who want to identify, who want to learn the principles, the people who want to learn about Kwanzaa, who wants to learn Swahili, because this is another thing y'all don't get. The whole purpose of using Swahili is to get y'all to learn a African language. So we can talk to our people and amongst ourselves like the Mexicans do, like the Chinese do, like the Europeans from goddamn the goddamn, what they call, the Irish, all these type of people, you know what I'm saying? They got all these people, every race in America has their own language except for us. This is another reason Kwanzaa was created, for you to learn Swahili. Learn this, so when we come around each other, and we be amongst each other in the public, I can speak to you in a language so these people don't know what the fuck we talking about. They do it in front of you. When you go to that Arab store, what that Arab do? He's speaking Arabic right in front of you, to his people. He could be calling you a nigger. You wouldn't even know if he calling you a nigger. You see what I'm saying? So stop causing confusion and trying to cause confusion with people who want to know who they are, who want to learn African culture and African language. You see what I'm saying? It's sad, man. This year, like the Queen said, this year is the most disappointment ever, man. I never seen so many people come out. Oh, fuck Kwanzaa. Oh, fuck Karing. He's an agent. I mean, damn. Did you go research that shit? Do you know if it's true? Do you know anybody back then? Do you have any elders back then that know Karinga? So why do you believe that shit? I just don't get it, man. And this video about to shut off, so I'm going to sign off, man. Go get this book, The FBI War on Tupac Shakur and Black Leaders. Also, go get this book by Sophia Bukhari. Also talking about CointelPro and how CointelPro manipulated all these black organizations and attacked all our black organizations back then in the 60s. It's called A War Before, The True Life Story of Sophia Bukhari. Go get these books, man. Share this live, play this live over. You know what I'm saying? 2018, you got to have paperwork. If you're going to call somebody a rat or informant, show us the paperwork. I'm going to sign off right here, man. Haki, Kweli, Shakur. Free the land.